Hello everyone, my name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader, and this video was actually one that was requested. I put a poll out asking you guys what sort of videos you wanted, and a lot of you said that you wanted an updated SHINee book tag. So I have my SHINee World t-shirt on. It's Key's one, has Key's name on the back. I've had this since I got into SHINee way back in 2013, long time ago now. I'm an old fan, but yes, I even tried to do my makeup for the occasion. I went a little crazy, but you know, that's just who I am. But anyway, here we are, updated SHINee book tag. So the way this tag goes is there's a prompt or question for each and every member. So 5 questions, and I actually added on one. So let's just get to it, shall we? The first one is for Onew or Jinky or best chicken leader ever. His prompt was a character that has really good leader qualities or could have really good leader qualities, but tends to have a bad case of the Onew Condition, meaning they can tend to fall on their face quite a lot. And that is, I decided this time to pick Noah from Noah Can't Even. I do fully believe that if Noah is the type of character that is definitely underestimated and undermined, because I really do feel like he could be a good leader. I feel like him and his boyfriend Harry went off to live in a big city, and he's like the head of like an interior design complex or something. So yeah, definitely this. But Noah is just extremely clumsy. He can talk out of his ass a lot of times, but we still love him. I still love Noah a lot. So I picked Noah for this prompt. I think the last time I picked Jason from the Heroes of Olympus series, and I still stand by that, but Noah's there as well. Okay, the next one is for Junghyun, and his prompt was a book series or just a book in general that just gave you all of the feelings, made you feel all of the emotions, because that is what Junghyun did with his music and just with everything he stood for. And you're probably so tired of me pushing this duology, but I went for the second one, not the first one, Soul of Stars by Ashley Poston. This is the second book in the Heart of Iron duology. And I picked this one instead of the first one because this one got emotional. This one got me quite sad. But in the end, my heart was just so warm by the end of it. I was happy, I was laughing, I was crying, then I was happy again. Like, just everything, all the emotions under the sun, which is exactly what I love about this duology and what I love about Jonghyun. He makes you feel all of the things. The next one is for Key, my bias, if you couldn't tell. And his prompt was a character in a book who is considered a diva, but they have a heart of gold and you can't help but love them. And the last time I went for Aphrodite from the House of Night, and this time I went for Magnus Bane from the Shadowhunter Chronicles. I picked up the Red Scrolls of Magic just because it's the only one with my boy there on the cover. Honestly, I don't watch the TV show anymore, but if there's one thing that I adore about it, it's Harry Chung Jr. as Magnus, because he gets Magnus's character down so well. Like, he gets his seriousness, but also his campiness and just his extraness, and that is just what I adore about Magnus Bane as a whole. Like, he is a wonderful person. He cares so deeply for those around him, and he's lived a long time. He's very old, but he doesn't have any regrets about anything, and he just loves everyone, you know, and he loves his boyfriend. Mala keep me alive, they really do. But yeah, Magnus Bane, such a diva, so sassy, but he has a lot of love to give. Okay, now the next one for Minho, my name is Minho. His prompt was to pick a book or a series that has an eclectic bunch of characters that are all quite charismatic and it's fast-paced. And I went this time for The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi. This is a story about a group of people who, they're all from different backgrounds, and they are tasked with retrieving a dangerous object, so they kind of have to put like a heist together. And it's so good. I love this book so much, and I'm really looking forward to the sequel. Don't know when that's gonna come out, but let's hope and pray that it's soon. The last time I think I went for Shadowhunters. Did I go for Mortal Instruments last time? I can't remember. But I went for Gilded Wolves for this one, and I guess I could have went with Six of Crows as well, because that's sort of in the same ballpark, but I went with Gilded Wolves instead. So yes, everyone in this is so charismatic, so eclectic, and just so full of depth that I love every single one of them, and we love Minho as well. The next one for Taemin, evil little baby Maknae Taemin, his prompt was a character in a book that you feel is looked down on because they're young, or they're just considered like a baby or whatever, because, you know, as we all know, Taemin has been underestimated for a while and he proved everybody wrong. I went with Adrian from the Renegades trilogy. I really do feel like this kid had so much more to give, and he was always so spot on about everything. But I feel like, because like every single time he would go to his father's about anything that was going on and saying, I really think we need to be doing this, or we need to be looking out for this, whatever, or he would find something out, but they would never really listen to him. They would never really take him seriously. And yeah, I felt so bad for him in that a lot of times. Adrian's a great character, by the way. If I could name a character that I really liked in this whole trilogy, it would definitely be Adrian Everhart. But yeah, for this prompt, I went for Adrian. Okay, now the very last one, I've got one for each one of the members, but I added on another question because it was SHINee's 12th anniversary as of yesterday. And so that means that their debut song Replay celebrated its 12th birthday. So I decided to add on another question to this tag that goes with the song Replay. And the prompt for Replay is your first adult book that you ever read. And the first adult book I ever read was Divine by Mistake by PC Cast. This is definitely adult, a lot of adult content in here. And I don't just mean like sex or anything like that. I mean just like the whole tone of it in general, because the character is a lot older and she's facing a lot, you know, she's in her late 30s, she's 35, and dealing with a lot of things that people in their late 30s are dealing with, I guess. I'm not in my late 30s yet. I'm not in my late 30s yet, but if any of you that are watching this that are in your late 30s, you're probably nodding and being like, girl, just wait. But yeah, to go with Replay, I went with Divine by Mistake, because very first adult book that I ever read. I read this when I was 17 years old, and I read it and reread it like 5 times, and I seriously think I might read it again because it's my favorite book ever. So yeah, that was the SHINee book tag. I'm really happy that I did an updated one of this, because I love SHINee, I love talking about them, and I love books and I love talking about them. So if you have any suggestions for any of the prompts that I mentioned, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I'll also leave the questions or the prompts down in the in the description box. Also in the description box will be my Instagram and my Twitter, so feel free to follow me on either one of those if you want to follow me along on all the madness that's happening right now. I hope you're doing well, I hope you're staying safe, and yeah, that's all I have for you today. See you in my next video. Bye!